Hello everybody, and welcome back to another how-to video from Zanzibar's AI Music Hub. In this video we are going to go ahead and look at singmesong.com. I highly recommend it as a very easy way to make music videos for you. The link will also be in the description, so if you don't know how to do that, just check the description. It should be very easy to find. So the first thing you're going to want to look at when you join SingMeSong is you're going to notice that there is a free trial account, which gives you a few credits to play around with and decide if it's for you or not, which I really liked. But normally it's about $10 a month is what I spend on it. Not too expensive. So first, what you're going to want to do with SingMeSong is to generate some music in Suno or Udio or Refusion or whatever you like. It's compatible with quite a few different popular music makers. So once you have made your track that you want to use, go ahead and click on a link. You just copy the link and paste it on in there. Now you notice there's an import song button here. I've already done this, but it will pull your song into SingMeSong, and there it is. Okay, so then once you have done that, there should be an option to do transcribe. Now this may not look exactly like this when you pull it in, but trust me, there's a transcribe option. That's the first step that you want to do. Once you have transcribed everything, because it will give you the correct timing of your lyrics, and this is 100% accurate from Suno. Now, I don't know about Udio or Refusion or anything like that, but I know from Suno, this is well tested, very highly accurate. It does not make mistakes when it comes to spelling and things like that other things might do, which is really good. So once you have it transcribed, you go ahead and click on Visualize and click on Music Video. Now you can't, I've never used lyric video before, so I don't know what that is, but you can try it. But I prefer music video. Now when you first get there, it'll ask you to make a new project. Now I already kind of set up our project here a little bit, but anyway, once you go ahead and make the new project, you'll end up here. It'll want you to choose what's called a LoRa. These are different art styles and things. Now it'll first have you on FluxDev, which is the most expensive one, 1.2 credits per image. I usually go one level down, Flux, which is also very high quality stuff. You can try the text prompt instead of fine-tuned. These are even less expensive, FluxDev and Flux. These are not as good, and they are not as consistent as far as characters go. So if you do want a character to remain pretty similar throughout all the scenes and stuff like that, I recommend the fine-tune. And this one's a bit pricey. For the volume of videos I like to make, so I usually go one level down. Now for this video, we chose this one. If you look at the more styles, see they got lots and lots of different styles. This is going to be a steampunk one, so I chose this one. And you can kind of get a preview of it here, what it will look like, the art style, that sort of thing. So that's what we went with. Okay, and then once you have done that, you go ahead and click this button here. Now it's grayed out because I've already done that, but normally you would do that, and then it'll take you here. Now it'll go with a video concept, which you can completely customize and edit. You don't have to go with what it likes. It'll go with storyboard summary. Again, you can change that to whatever you like. The only thing that you cannot change is the project style for some reason. And it'll create characters, and you can go in and edit your characters. Okay, so well, scenes were already generated, but you can normally edit your characters, change their hairstyle, colors, bunch of different things. So you can change that around to whatever you like. And then you go ahead and generate the scenes. Now, once you've generated scenes, you see all these different scenes. This has like 40, 50 different scenes. The best way to start off with would be to go up here, batch populate, and go ahead and generate the images for your scenes. As you can see, this only cost me 36 credits, and you get 1,000 credits per month for about $10, which is a very reasonable price. So we're going to go ahead and generate the images here. Just a moment while it does that. Usually it starts generating pretty quickly, as you can see. Not too bad. And it should just generate those. For your video. Now once this is done generating, I'm going to show you some cool tricks that you can try. Some of these things will cost you more credits, so it really depends upon your budget for the video involved, but just the defaults, the way I'm going to use it is usually pretty good for most videos. So we're just waiting for these scenes to generate here. As you can see, it's popping along pretty good. We're up to number 18 now. So you can see it does not take too long to generate images. Pretty much in line with any modern AI music generator. AI image generator. My mistake. Almost done. About halfway. And what I like about this will do the full video and match it to the length of your song. It won't give you like 10 seconds for X amount of credits, and you have to keep adding 10 seconds and 10 seconds and 10 seconds. This does the whole song in one batch, full length video. Really nice. And you're going to see those lyrics here in just a minute once it finishes up, and I'll show you how to do that so you can make very beautiful lyric videos. It looks like we did 60 scenes, so that's quite a lot actually for this app. Now I'm also going to tell you that this app is not really designed for smartphones or anything like that. Do not recommend using this from a smartphone. Please use a laptop or a PC. It might work pretty decently on a tablet. I don't know for sure, but officially this is not supported. Another thing I do like about this app, the developer is very active on Discord, so if you have an issue with it, just keep in mind he lives in Singapore, so he may be in a weird time zone, but usually he fixes most issues within 24 to 48 hours. Highly communicative, very involved with his community, very reasonable response time when it comes to fixing errors that crop up when he does updates and things like that. So really like the support from this developer as well, whoever's in charge of making this app. Okay, should be all done. Looks like everything was successful. So as you can see, you can change these individual pictures. If you want, let's say you don't like this picture, you click on it, you can write whatever you want. Now you do have to click save here first and then regenerate it, and it'll make it to whatever you put in there for a prompt. Another cool thing is you can make this into a full motion video. Keep in mind it is a bit pricey. 10 full credits per scene. These like 5 to 10 seconds, so that can add up very quickly with a 60 scene video. And that's 600 credits right there if you want to make them all into full motion videos. But it is there if you want to. If you have the budget for it, you can definitely make these into full motion videos. A nice thing about this is the camera will, as you can see, it'll pan. And there's different camera effects you can do. So it's not just a static image. The image does move a little bit too, which is nice. And you can play around with those. I don't really do that too much, but there's a way to play around with the camera controls and things like that for your individual scenes. The thing I like the most is the captions. This is really nice. Let me find some captions here. There you go. So as you can see, it automatically generates with captions or your lyrics or whatever you want to call them there at the bottom. Now you can change that. You can do basic, you can do any of these things. So I usually do the reveal one, but there's several other styles you can choose from. So once we have done that, I'm going to find where they start. So I can kind of get an idea in real time what my changes are looking like to the captions there. There are way more options. So you click this little blue button here, and all these options pop up. Like the font size, I usually like a bigger font, so I'm going to put it up to 64. It's the one I prefer. You can choose whatever you like. Horizontal alignment, it'll put them all on the left side or the right side of the screen, or just leave it alone if you want them in the middle. There's different options there. For example, the left will put them over here. Right puts it over there. But I just leave it alone for a lot of them, but you can change it as you like. Position, you can move it up to the middle. Lower is like somewhere between the middle and the bottom. Upper, and then top. So it depends on where you want your lyrics to be. Many fonts to choose from. If you don't see a font in here, contact the developer. I'm sure he'll be glad to add more fonts if you would like a specific font. This one, I usually use Black Chancery for it. But again, there's different fonts you can use for whatever. Border, I usually put a border, makes the lyrics pop out more. You can change the color to whatever you like. I'm going to go with all white border here. Now you notice that kind of looks funny, but that's okay. I'm going to use the gradient. And it gives you kind of a two-tone effect. So the primary color of my gradient is going to be black. And the secondary color, I'm going to make it like a kind of like a brass or bronze color. Just a little bit more orange here. There we go. And you can really preview that, see how it's going to look before you commit to it. And then once you're happy, just hit save. And this will end up in your final video. And then from here, once you're happy with how things look, you can preview everything. Go ahead and hit produce. There's the issue, scene 35. Okay, so sometimes there are problems. It's not a perfect thing, but we can find that scene. Looks like we're missing an image, but that's okay. Where is scene 35? There it it is. Somehow that didn't generate. That's okay. We'll just click on it. Click on Generate New. Now this will change the prompt here to whatever the AI interprets it to be. And we're going to hit Regenerate Image, and that should pop up pretty quickly. Now, we might be missing a few more scenes here, so just a minute. Does appear to be a little bit of error tonight. Usually it's pretty good. I don't really have any problems with it missing images. That's why I didn't check all the way to the bottom. Yeah, looks like we're good here. All right, let's produce that. We only missed one. The good news is it told us, and we could easily fix that by just regenerating the image for that scene. And just like that, our video is just about done. It's really that easy. So as you can see, that maybe took maybe 5 to 10 minutes, about as long as it takes to produce music with Suno. Can't really recommend Sing Me Song enough. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. I mean, I really miss Noisy. That was a really good video generator, but this is pretty solid for the price and what it does, and as much control you have over it. So again, highly recommend it. Check out singmesong.com. If you have any questions or concerns about what I'm showing here, feel free to reach out to me on social media, or leave a comment, and I can respond to that pretty quickly. Just a second here, and we should be about ready to download the video. Okay, there it is. Now sometimes this button does not work. I don't know why. There's issues with this button. So what I like to do, instead of doing that, I'll just click on this little 3-dot menu over here instead and download it that way. This can work for some people, but I usually have problems with it. So I'll just download it that way, and you'll see it's downloading. And there you go. There's your video. So yes, folks, it really is that easy. Thank you for watching my how-to on Sing Me Song, and I certainly hope you learned some things and how easy it is to make a video with AI tools. Again, stay great, stay awesome, share this with your friends, and thank you for watching my video here.